Thank you for joining me today. This is Whitney with the Yoga Art Space Studio, and today's practice is yoga for dream work. Essentially, the idea is that allowing different types of energies to flow through our body permits different types of dreams to come up. It's how our subconscious and our conscious mind are willing to interpret the world and everything that's happening around us. I recommend a bolster for this practice. Most of the practice will be done more or less with a bolster in one way or another. And so we begin with the bolster under the hips, lay over backwards, and then begin to stretch the legs up to the sky for a supported shoulder stand. Hold here for a couple of rounds of breath. Now let the right leg come closer to the face. Maybe use the hands to help pull this right leg in for a deeper hamstring stretch. And hold here about just as long. Long, slow breaths. Imagine things that we're opening up in the energy of our body, creating or changing the types of energy flowing through us, the type of energy responsible for our dreams. Switch it out so left leg is now being pulled in for that stretch. And then when you release, either stay with the shoulder stand, maybe let both legs come closer to the face, or completely lift hips off the bolster for a plow pose. Any of these versions is absolutely welcome. As we begin to head out of plow pose, if you've got your feet all the way off the ground, roll the hips back down to connect, and then rise. If you have your hips on the bolster, settle the feet down and then rise. Either way, now we take cobbler's pose and we'll play with 3 different arrangements of the bolster, feeling how the energy shifts in different placements. So first it's up to the hips and it's supporting the entire elevation of the back and the head. Let the legs be in cobbler's pose. Imagine how the energy is traveling through the body now. What circuits feel opened, what circuits feel closed. Just be a participant of it all. Now we head to the second placement. This one is the hips elevated by the bolster only. So we come to sit on the bolster. The back splays off the back end. The legs are in cobbler's pose in front. Now we prepare for the last one. With this one, just lift the hips off the bolster and continue to scoot the bolster down. Maybe have it at the low height or the medium height, as now it's the feet and the ankles elevated in cobbler's pose. Feel what changes happen in the body as we shifted the bolster from the back down to the hips, now to the feet. You may be comfortable here, or you may want to drop the bolster under the knees if that's more comfortable for your Shavasana today. No matter what it is, let yourself stay here for as much time as you have available in your schedule. Thank you for joining me today. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.